Hey, I'm from West Philly, born and raised, and on the playground is where I spent most of my days. And this is what I did last week. The Love is in the Air event started this past week, and I was going through the intro quests on a lot of my alts. I'm trying to get all the tokens to buy everything, and there's a bunch of stuff that either they added or that I was missing, so I don't know what happened there, but just trying to get all those tokens done. The quest where you need to kill 8 Crown Chemical members really just drives home, for me anyway, how awful of a city Stormwind is. There's so much stuff in the way, everything is hidden in these small little corridors, it is just an awful, awful city, and I have no idea how it became the main city over Ironforge. It's the one thing about Alliance that I hate, and it's the major city that everyone has to use. Staying on the topic of currency, I was able to buy all the remaining items I did not yet have from the Plunder store, so I'm all done playing Plunderstorm. And I went out with a bang because I got one more win in my final game. I was kind of just minding my own business, killing mobs, before I noticed that the ring was kind of small and there was just 5 of us left. It's kind of funny too, because I think all 5 of us were really just playing to get plunder. None of us were really all that aggressive. But there was this one guy who was just kind of standing there. I didn't know if he was AFK, so I decided to pick a fight with him. I think I played it well for the most part, just maybe a little bit more defensive would have been nice. But once I killed him, someone else swooped in and tried to kill me, but I was able to get away. 2 other guys fought for a bit while I just kind of picked away at anyone that got close. But then I became the target of both of them, so I fortunately had my arcane shield to immune a fire whirl that probably would have killed me. And then I was able to put down a star bomb to just get enough space and time to heal. The one guy definitely had his sights set on me though, and it was a little bit worrying, but the other guy seemed to just be more interested in my assailant. So he focused on killing him, who was at full health, rather than me, who was kind of half health. So that was nice. They ended up fighting for a while I just tried to stay alive, and then they ended up grouping up very nicely for me for a sphere to take one of them out. And then after that, I just starbombed and the guy couldn't get out fast enough, and then I won. I wasn't as nervous as I was the first time I won, mostly because I felt pretty good with the abilities that I had, as well as just it seemed like we were all evenly kind of skilled. But I was definitely as excited to win as I was last time. I certainly felt that adrenaline rush for about 20 minutes afterwards. Apart from that, there was a lot of time this week spent on tedious achievements, so I was mainly focused on getting my skinning up to max level in each expansion. What I was doing was looking at leatherworking and seeing what is the leather I need the most of in each expansion, and then finding which farm spot is the best for that leather, and then going there while I leveled so that way I can also spend less gold when I'm leveling leatherworking eventually. I'll probably do the same thing with herbalism and mining, just again to try to save as much gold as I can, and I figure that leveling the gathering professions first is going to just be a lot easier and seemingly less tedious to do. And then I'll start going through all the other professions just one at a time, probably just go Classic, BC, Wrath, and so on until I get to the very end. That way I'm not kind of ping-ponging all around different professions, just kind of focusing on one thing. Then when I wasn't doing profession stuff, I was doing more pet collecting. I hopped around Northrend and got some more of the pets that I was missing there. I just have one more left, but I needed to snow in Storm Peaks, so that's annoying. My progression in Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdoms is not great at all, so I'll probably focus a little bit on that, but that's definitely going to take a few hours for both. On Wednesday, I did my stream, I did a couple of Plunderstorm games, a few Dragon Soul runs, lol. I did get the second part of the Rogue Legendary quest though, and that'll take about 4 weeks to complete. That is the last collection part of this chain, and then once I'm done that, I just have to kill Deathwing, and then I should have my Legendary Daggers. I plan to stream this Wednesday as well, so tomorrow. Just doing more of the same, hanging out, having a good time, so if you want to come by, check it out, please do. Also in that stream, I finally got Brann to level 60 in Delves. That was a long and tedious road, but with that done, I can finally stop doing tier 8 delves for the time being anyway. And I can start doing lower tier stuff, which I started by doing tier 1s until I noticed that undercoin doesn't drop from them. So I have to do at least tier 4s to get undercoin. But in doing tier 4s, there wasn't really that big of a difference, so I can still pull larger packs and get it done within like 5 to 10 minutes. So once I did that, and moving forward until season 2 at least, I'll be just using all of my keys to do as many delves as I can each week at tier 4. I only have 2 more delve achievements left, which are to open 250 bountiful chests and then 500. Speaking of achievements, I was able to get 60 more points this week, so I got to 43,360 achievement points. Started off by getting the Master of the Turbulent Timeways 2 achievement, which is just the event that's going on right now. I contributed 50,000 gold to the Love is in the Air vendor, which got me the Support Your Local Artisans achievement. And then like I said, I got Brann level 60, and then there was another achievement I got that I didn't record because I didn't know I still had it. And that is working in Hellfire, which is to just get max skill in 2 Outland professions. Definitely another slow week with achievements. I'm hoping I can maybe get to 43.5 in the next couple. We've got the Kalimdor Cup coming up in a couple weeks, I believe. So that'll be, I think I calculated about 500 points. So if I could get to 43.5, those achievements will just get me up to 44. For the mounts this week, it was a fantastic week, and I'm really excited to talk about it because I started off by getting the Timely Busby, which again is from the Turbulent Timeways event. With BC Time Walking, I got the last Time Walking mount from a vendor that I need, which is the Amani Hunting Bear. For 270 love tokens, I bought the Heartseeker Mana Ray from the Love is in the Air vendor. And then last but not least, I got me the X45 Heartbreaker. I believe still one of the most rare mounts in the game, even though they buffed the drop rate, I think it was last year. I could not believe that I got this mount. I love that it comes with a feat of strength as well. I did find it funny though that I got this mount the year they added another mount to get from drops. So just when I could have been done, they pulled me back in. But that is it for me. Those are all the things that I wanted to talk about that happened to me last week. Let me know what happened in your week. What achievements or mounts did you get? What are you working on? What are you excited about? What other games are you playing? What are you watching? What are you reading? Anything and everything, let me know. I'd love to hear it. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you're not, I hate your guts and I'm gonna run away. Thanks for watching. I love you lots. I'll talk at you next week.